All right, I just made it down to Paloma. Many of you already seen this place, but for those who haven't, let me show you around. All right, this is the common living area in one of the lodges. Very spacious, 4 bedrooms. One here, one there, one there, and one there. That's the one I'm staying in. I already brought my stuff up. Let me show you this place. Here's the bathroom. Super nice. And the bedroom. And you can see, bedroom overlooks the lake. Beautiful. Also, the common area goes out onto the lake. Got rocking chairs and stuff out here to sit in the evening and enjoy this beautiful scenery. Now, you've seen me fish this lake before, but that's not the plan for today. I'm just spending the night here tonight and meeting the owner of this place, Chalyn Perez, down in Delacroix. We're gonna fish tomorrow with Captain Chad Dufrene. Chad's been a long-time guide here in South Louisiana. I've never fished with him, but by all accounts, he's an exceptional angler, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. That's the good news. The bad news is that it's supposed to blow literally 25 tomorrow, so it's gonna be super windy. We will have our work cut out for us. It's blowing probably 20 right now, so not ideal conditions, but you know, it's May in South Louisiana. We should be able to catch some fish. All right, so the next morning, had a good night's sleep, got some coffee in me. You know, the beauty of staying down here is that you're super close to some really, really good saltwater fishing. Obviously, you've seen me fish the lake before. The bass fishing here on this lake is just incredible. But today we're gonna head into the marsh. Don't have a very long drive at all. Got to meet Chalyn and Chad down in Delacroix at Chad's dock. I don't know what the plan is. I think we're gonna target redfish, but we'll find out. Should be a fun day. Hopefully we can overcome the conditions. All right, there's Chad's dock right here. He's getting everything ready. That wind that was in the forecast, it definitely is here. It's blowing pretty good. It's supposed to build as the day goes on, but I'm confident we'll find some fish. All right, as expected, super windy. Chad's been throwing dead shrimp. He said you don't need live shrimp at all, but I don't know. I'm gonna start throwing artificial, but I think I'll quickly make the change if Chalyn starts catching fish. We'll see. All right, I'm starting with a Holy Jolie matrix shad on a 16th ounce death grip jig head under a Versamax bull cork. Water is, it's stained.
Look at the weather. I didn't realize it was pumping flat like this.
What's that, the wind?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw 25 this afternoon.
Really?
Yeah, it's supposed to blow. All right, let's see. We got a shrimp.
Tip that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm tipping over.
Don't get. Send me an email whenever the boat moves.
What's that?
Nobody home.
Okay.
Got a fish tied?
Yep, I think so. Nope.
Nothing?
Nope.
Could have been a gar now.
Could have been a gar.
So how
Yeah,
did it slow side to side?
it was moving kind of funny. Yeah.
Awesome. Did he get it?
Yeah, you got it.
Give him one more chance.
Oh, thank you, man.
Just to see. This is what I do all day. Bait hooks. Unhook. Unhook fish, net fish, bait hook. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That one might be in trouble.
A little long.
I don't think I can go up there either. I go up there, I'll control the motor.
A wind-aided cast.
Yeah, I got
Oh, you got a
three.
fish?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Why? Jerk him in. There's an eater. That's an 18-incher.
All right, so I threw up in the marsh around that tree. Chalyn's catching fish, making me want to hurry.
Got him back?
I got him.
Get him, Chalyn. Oh, hooked in the head.
Yeah.
There you go. Anybody can hook them in the mouth. All right, here we go.
So it hasn't been what we wanted it to be, and so we took and had the biology come out. We did all the shocking and all that kind of stuff. And
I don't think he just go through there with a spinnerbait or rattle trap. We need a little more drag on that.
Yeah, I think it's so.
Double.
So the limit in Louisiana is still 16. When we're shooting this, it's going to change soon, but it hasn't changed yet. So both these fish are legal.
About 18-inch fish, 17, 18.
yeah, I missed you off. Yeah, I didn't realize any regs had gone into effect yet. Are the trout regs going in or no?
Yeah, trout have,
Okay. Sure.
not reds.
In the fall, didn't it, Todd?
Yeah, in November.
5 more years. There you go.
Can y'all get live beans out there?
Yeah, Sweetwater and Serenity has it.
Okay, sure.
No, I think it might be our first throwback.
Pulling that hard. Ain't no throwback.
No, he's not. He's
Well,
a
I don't
keeper.
know. He's close.
I think he's gonna make it. I think he's over
big.
16.
He's long. Well, definitely.
Board of truth.
Oh yeah.
Whew. Yep.
Easy. 16 and almost a quarter. He won't shrink that much. If they're on the front edge of the line, I don't keep them.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But if they go over it, he's going in the box.
Yeah, because they do shrink.
See how you don't catch no big redfish?
Yeah. It's all
Why?
all the same year class.
They were all brothers and sisters. And they all born at the same time, the same place, and they all came in the same time, the same way, and they all settled together. But you would think that with them dang grass beds, I used to fish all up the
Yeah.
summers, there's all kinds of big
Yeah.
redfish in them beds, but these stay together.
Right.
They all commit suicide together. You're like, holy cow.
Now it's funny, like Chalyn's throwing 10 feet to my left, catching one every cast. And if I throw it, like it's crazy.
Funny how they in a 10-foot circle. You miss that circle. That's what I tell people. Red fishing is accuracy. If you can't cast to where they're at, but I'm casting, I'm like,
Hit that one spot.
5 more feet to the right, and bam. Oh, well, why? I don't know. I guess they're like a school of togies, you know, just all daisy chaining in a circle right there. There he is.
There he is.
6 feet
It's
to the
just
left.
automatic. It's crazy. Now, Chad, you were saying that you really don't fish a whole lot of live shrimp. You don't feel like it's necessary, huh?
Not for redfish, not in Louisiana, not with this water clarity. I mean, stained. They can smell a dead shrimp better. Sitting in that bucket of juice, they smell that dead shrimp much better than they do a live shrimp. I don't think a live shrimp has that much smell to it. I mean, it's got some wiggle, but it doesn't have a smell like a bait shrimp sitting in a bucket of juice.
So not only is it not necessary, it might even hurt you a little bit. I mean, throwing dead shrimp might even be a little bit better.
I would think it does have the advantage just because of the smell factor.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
they're going to eat a shrimp if they come to it. When they're coming for the carp. I mean, it sounds like a redfish striking the top of the water. They're curious. They're going to come see what it is because they're greedy. They want to get in on the action. And then to me, they smell. When the shrimp hits the water, it puts out a scent bomb. They smell it when they get close to it. And then it gets them more excited. And they find it quicker, I think.
Now, you also said it's a bad idea to take your shrimp, like I got it right here, bait it up, and dip it right here in the water,
No,
right?
you don't want to do that. Throw it out there and put the scent out there, not right there.
All right, I got to throw right into the same hole. Let's see. I don't know. It might be 3 feet to the right. We'll see.
All right, Kyle, what's that? We're about 4 feet apart.
Yep, let's see. Yeah, you went down instantly. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, I'm gonna jump your grave. Like, I'm not swimming that 4 feet.
No.
This is how it's been for 4 weeks.
Really?
Stupid good. Best I've seen in 6 years.
Really?
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Best I've seen in 6 years. Most consistent. Now, will it last all summer through the fall?
Yeah.
Will we kill them all before then? Don't know. But there's fish all over. That all? No.
I mean, I feel bad. I'm sure tied up so bad over here.
Dude, it's hilarious. It's dead shrimp fishing.
Shrimp, I was about to say. It should make a difference. I mean, it's amazing. But, you know, so I grew up fishing in Venice. Like, that's where we always
the
went,
camp
even
right
though
there. Is that bigger fish?
That looks fun, Chalyn.
No, not bigger. I'm gonna have to break up the net today.
Yeah, I mean, they're all rubber stamps. Huh?
Yeah, they're all the same pretty much. A couple of them are. Got 'em.
Just glad to contribute.
Todd? One for the tag.
Right. Maybe back that time, 4 feet away. He was on the right side.
Come on, big boy. Look at you.
Had him? No?
Nah, we'll flip him.
When you get him in, I'll get you the... Right. You want to take
All right, we stuck a tag in this fish and let him go. Hopefully you catch him.
about 19 inches.
Yep.
19 inches, about a pound, 2 pounds. Go.
It's the luckiest fish we caught today. So Chalyn, you get people staying at your place just kind of amazed at how close this is to Paloma. Like, we've been fishing, what, 20, 30 minutes and catching all the redfish we can handle. That's got to blow people's minds, huh?
It is, you know, especially people who aren't used to fishing in southern Louisiana, to be able to come and stay at a nice place like Paloma, drive 20 minutes, and then, you know, 15-minute boat ride, and to be able to catch fish like this. It's a really unique experience.
And this is, you know, really pretty bad conditions. I mean, we're catching fish like this. Now, obviously, we got an exceptionally good guide. That certainly helps. But terrible conditions, super windy today, and like, catch as many redfish as we want. You just can't do that anywhere else in the country, can you?
No, and, you know, we work with one of the best guys, people like Chad. So anybody comes and stays with us, we really want to make sure that they have the best guys to take them fishing, have great experiences. And you know, like I said, even when it's blowing 30 miles an hour, he hunts out and finds clean water and great places to fish.
You know, and the good thing about the location of Paloma is you're maybe 2 minutes from the ferry, so you can fish all the stuff on the West Bank as well.
That's true. Yeah, we work with guides on both sides of the river, and so if fishing's better on the West Bank, then we'll catch the ferry and run across. But the East Bank's been pretty consistent this year.
Okay, and so obviously, you know, you come here and do this in the morning. You know, you got the great scenery of Paloma, but not only that, you can launch a kayak super quick and easy into the lake and catch some really nice bass.
Absolutely, we have so many other things to do. I mean, it's 8 o'clock and we're done already. So with as good as the fishing is down here, a lot of times people finish up and they don't know what else to do. Well, if they're staying with us, whether you want to go kayaking, bass fishing, whether you want to, you know, hunt if it's deer season, whether you want to shoot skeet, like, we just want to make sure that you're entertained for the rest of the day. And if you want to fish again tomorrow, you know, come inshore fishing again, you know, we'll take you and do something else with you.
All right, so Chad, you know, obviously we stopped to fish this point, and I'll tell you one thing I liked about what you did. We went and stopped at a different point first, and we spent almost no time there. Like, you knew there's no fish there. Quickly came to this one and almost immediately Chalyn caught one. What about this attracts fish? I mean, what made you stop here? Is it just because of the direction of the wind, make casting easy, or what was your mindset here?
Well, number one, the direction of the wind. I like to fish downwind with my customers simply because it's easier for them to cast. But number two, if you pan the camera a little bit this way, you can see it's a big grass mat back there with a pond. We have an incoming tide, so the tide's hitting on this point and going into the marsh. And these fish that are back there all the way in there are coming out in this current line right here to feed in some current. So they always gravitate toward current. They're going to take the easy meal. So everything sets up right. I mean, just think how many we might be catching if it wasn't blowing 30 miles an hour and the water wasn't so dirty. But it just sets up right for redfish. You got an incoming tide, the water's coming around this point, going through this marsh, and they're just coming out the grass beds to feed in the current. And
Oh, stingray.
That's what bites when the.
That's a sign it might be over.
When you catch all the redfish,
Right.
that's what
Right.
bites.
All right, Chad, show me how you keep your bones out of your redfish.
All right, there's a proper way to clean redfish, and it's not like a trout, especially when you take the rib cage out. So we're gonna start by just cleaning the fish. And what you want to do is, most people want to take this and they want to cut like this on this angle, as you would a trout. But what that does is, you have a row of bones right here you just left. I can feel them. The redfish bones are kind of like this, so when you cut on that angle, you leave the little hooks, and that's what you're feeling. So I'll show you how to alleviate that if you have bones in your redfish. So you want to come on the reverse angle. Instead of this, start on the reverse angle, and then come around. You say, oh, but you're losing meat. Well, it's not going to choke anybody either. So start on the reverse angle, and go all the way down, and then come around, and you'll have no bones. Whereas if you do this, you're gonna have bones. Now I'll clean it up, and that takes the bones out. A lot of people don't know that. You sacrifice a little bit of meat, but you may save your life or a trip to the hospital.
All right, Chad was nice enough to leave me some pineapple deer sausage. Actually, he had his wife put it out for me. This is his place here. Really tidy, nice looking grounds. And there's my pineapple sausage. That looks good. Real good. All right, I'm gonna head on home. Next time you see me, I'll be in my kitchen. I'm gonna figure out something really good to do with these redfish. All right, my absolute favorite restaurant in the world is a place called Fisherman's Corner. It's in Perdido, Florida. And a few weeks ago, my wife and I were there, and I had literally the best fish dish I've ever had. It was absolutely fantastic. So I'm gonna attempt to replicate that tonight with the redfish I caught with Chalyn and Chad. But let me show you the ingredients that I got, and I'm sure I've forgotten some that I'm gonna add along the way when they occur to me, but let me show you what I got right now. All right, first off, sweet potatoes. I discovered years ago when I started cooking fish, like passionately, how well sweet potatoes and fish go together. Sounds kind of crazy. If you don't like sweet potatoes, I apologize, because they're just like made to go with fish. Trust me, if you never put them together, they go really well together. So we got our sweet potatoes. We're gonna peel those, but that's how they look unpeeled. Got an onion. Got that sausage that I got from Chad, that pineapple sausage. You can tell I've already eaten some of it. I made a couple of pizzas and used that as the meat on the pizzas. Really, really good stuff, very good. And I wanted to taste it before I made this dish with it, and I definitely like this sausage. It's pineapple and cheese, which seems kind of crazy to go with fish, but I think it's gonna work. Then we got some butter. We got some Paul Prudhomme's Redfish Magic. If you don't have this and you got other type of seafood seasoning, that's gonna be totally fine. And we've also got some heavy whipping cream. All right, so the first thing we need to do is get this whipping cream going. I'm not gonna use the entire pint because it's not really a cream dish. We just want a little bit of a topping, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use half of that. But I'm gonna get that going first, because it's gonna take a little while for that to reduce. All right, so we're gonna pour in half that pint, approximately. That's about there. And I got that on low. You definitely don't wanna turn that on high. You wanna kind of bring it to a simmer slowly. Okay, and also just realize I'm gonna need this front burner, so I'm gonna move the cream to the back burner. Put it on the back burner. There we go. All right, first step, we're gonna cut our sausage into really small pieces. I'll initially slice it, but then I'm gonna cut those even smaller. By the way, this cutting board we got recently from the Angola prison rodeo. If you've never been to that, it's in Louisiana. They do a prison rodeo. It's absolutely one of the most crazy things I've ever seen in my life. But they let the prisoners make stuff throughout the year, and they can sell it at the rodeo. Really cool cutting board. This guy told us how he glued it all together and sanded it and polished it and all that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put those into this cast iron skillet. Just start browning them. And then we're gonna peel our potatoes. Actually, before I peel the potatoes, I'm gonna cut this onion to have it ready. Because that's the next thing that goes in. All right, now we put our onions in. Now this sausage is really lean. It's deer sausage. You know there's some pork in there, but it's not 100% pork, so it's not putting off a lot of fat. So we're gonna have to add a good amount of butter to this. I'm gonna start with half a stick, but I think I'm gonna have to add more later in the process. We'll see. There we go. Looks good and smells good. All right, now we're gonna peel the potatoes. Oh, forgot about my cream. Big mistake. Yeah, it's bubbling away. We gotta turn that down. All right, there we go. We saved it. It's just simmering away. All right, we start throwing these sweet potatoes into our mixture here. It's gonna take those a while to soften. We're gonna eventually cover this after we get them all in. What we're making here is a sweet potato hash. Now let's stir our cream. Keep forgetting. All right, I'm probably a little sweet potato rich on this. I put 4 in here. I had 5 prepared, but I'm gonna have to use that other one to make some sweet potato chips or something like that. This is plenty. This is plenty in here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add some more butter. About 1/4 of a stick. And that should be sufficient. Okay, I'm also gonna add some salt and pepper. All right, very important you do this in a pan that you have a cover for. And I do have a cover for this cast iron skillet. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover these. I'll turn that fire down to low and just let it do its thing. Now it's kind of a race to see which one finishes first. The cream or the sweet potatoes. I'm thinking I should have started the sweet potatoes first. Well, the cream might be ready first. Dude, it's getting thick. All right, as I mentioned, this is my first time ever making this, and I'm attempting to replicate a dish that I had. So I think I kind of maybe made my first mistake. This cream's really, really close. The sweet potatoes are definitely not ready. But the cream kinda is, it's close. But before it gets totally ready, I'm gonna add some of this redfish magic. Again, if you don't have this, just add your favorite seafood seasoning. I just really like this stuff. And I don't want to overpower this dish with it. So I just added a little bit. We're gonna stir that up and let it kind of cook a little bit into our cream. Not long though, because our cream is really close. It's gonna be fine. We can leave it to sit here and just kind of, it'll still be at least lukewarm when we put it on the fish. And that'll warm it up. Ooh, boy, does that look good. Huh, that's gonna be very good. All right, let's turn that off. All right, that's the cream sauce. Beautiful. All right, our hash is really close. Our cream sauce is totally ready. Our pan is almost fully heated, so I'm gonna go ahead and get our fish ready. I've got 5 redfish fillets. Now, I did take them off the half shell. Chad sent me home with them on the half shell, but obviously I don't need them that way for this dish, so I just went ahead and cut them off. I'm gonna put on some coarse sea salt. All I'm gonna do is salt and pepper these because I don't wanna overpower this dish. There's a lot of flavors going on. And we already added that blackened redfish seasoning to our cream sauce. Now I do like that coarse sea salt or kosher salt, stuff like that, because it adds kind of a crunchy saltiness to it. If you only have table salt, that's definitely fine. All right, now sear all my fish in beef tallow. This is the Sulu brand. A lot of people ask me where I get it. I just get it off the internet. It's not cheap. This is a 7-pound container. I think I got it for like 50 bucks, but it lasts forever. See if our pan is smoking. It's getting close. Yep, it's smoking, so we're good to go. We're gonna add some tallow. Now I have a big cast iron and I have a smaller cast iron. A lot of times I sear fish in this one because it fits so much more fish. I had to use that because it's got a lid for our hash. So I got to sear these fish in the smaller one. So I'll probably only be able to fit 2 at a time. And one of these fillets is a little bit bigger than the rest. All right, let's check on our sear. Hopefully these fish are done. Well, at least seared on that side. Yeah, not bad. Probably could have been a little more patient, but not terrible. All right, those are gonna be done in just an instant. So we're gonna go ahead and get Mrs. Marshman's plate ready. Our hash is definitely done. Looks and smells incredible. Whew, man, this is gonna be so good. I'm very optimistic. All right, there we go. All right, put the fish directly on top. All right, then we're gonna top that with some of this cream sauce. Our cream sauce is pretty thick. Should have started that later, but it's still gonna be really good. All right, we're gonna let that sit just a second and go ahead and start our next batch of fish. All right, how's that look? My cream sauce is a little on the thick side. That's my only regret. Other than that, that looks pretty good. And Mrs. Marshman is gonna eat it.
Looks really good. Let me get some sauce.
Yeah, no doubt.
Mmm. Delicious. 5-star restaurant.
No doubt. All right. All right, now it's my turn. Get some hash in here. My fish is piping hot. I'm about to scald my mouth. That is phenomenal. Wow. Is it better than Fisherman's Corner? It's comparable. I'll say that. It's literally that good. You saw how easy it was to make, no big deal. Super easy. And it is delicious. You make fish this way, you're not gonna make it many other ways. Wow. Sweet potatoes and fish, man, it just works. I don't know why, but it just does. Give it a try.